Right. Our final topic is one that we've been wanting to do for a while, haven't we? But it's never been current enough till now. So basically,
that sounds real premeditated. that just we've wanted to do this for
every day for the last 6 months.
Like we got a vendetta.
Waiting.
Anyway, Channel 4 now in early development on a Noel Clarke documentary. Noel Clarke, obviously a British actor who has
screenwriter,
who producer,
director,
the whole shebang. He has been in a lot of hot water recently because he's had a lot of allegations against him from females, particularly actresses, who allege that he has sexually harassed them and groped them and stuff of that nature. It's not nice at all, to say the least. So let me read you this article from Variety, and it says, a documentary chronicling the experiences of disgraced actor Noel Clarke is in the works at Channel 4. Variety has confirmed. Sources indicate that a project in early development at It's a Sin broadcaster will look to explore the events surrounding Clarke in the last year, though it's still unclear what the exact angle or treatment will be. A spokesperson for Channel 4 told Variety, Channel 4 has not commissioned the documentary. It is in the early stages of development, and as part of this process, the production company has started approaching a number of potential participants. In April 2001, multiple sexual misconduct allegations emerged against Clarke, a top actor in the UK, best known for starring in shows such as Doctor Who and Bulletproof, and the films Kidulthood and Adulthood. The allegations, first published as part of an extensive investigation by newspaper The Guardian, spanned sexual harassment, unwanted touching and groping, sexually inappropriate behaviour and comments on set, professional misconduct, taking and sharing sexually explicit pictures and videos without consent, and bullying between 2004 and 2019. A number of women went to police with allegations against Clarke, but Scotland Yard hasn't yet pursued a criminal investigation. Clarke has vehemently denied all the allegations made against him. The actor's show for Sky, Bulletproof, was swiftly cancelled by the Comcast-backed broadcaster, as revealed by Variety, and he was also booted from his production company, Unstoppable Film and TV. Clarke has kept a low profile in the last year, that's to say the least, until it emerged that he was pitching a documentary about his so-called cancellation. Sources indicate that the film, which doesn't yet have a title, will include a range of voices. A sizzle reel was also used to pitch the concept to senior Channel 4 programming executives who are believed to be keeping an open mind about the film. News of the project has been kept relatively under wraps at the broadcaster, where only senior execs have been privy to its existence. We don't.
So what is Clarke's thing?
No, it's not. They just mentioned that he tried to pitch them something about his cancellation, which they didn't buy, which they'll be stupid to be honest with you. We nicknamed him Nancy Noel.
You nicknamed him.
Okay. Well, Leon,
I wasn't on the show.
Tell us what you think about all of this.
Well, I think the show should be called Clarke in the Dark. You know what I mean? That's what I call the documentary.
Clarke in the Dark.
That's a Dr. Seuss book that says we should name Clarke and in the dark.
Is it?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Clarke in the Dark.
Oh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
So did you say 2001? Someone made allegations.
From 2014 to from 2004 to 2019 is when these allegations took place.
Right.
The allegations were made recently.
And it's been quiet since 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, so this has been happening a long time.
Yeah.
And it's just all come on top now with all the Me Too movements and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So no, this one's a howler. Like I told you, I've always took like umbrage to the fact that he was in such a privileged position. He's, you know, there's not many black actors that actually have
from the UK.
That have a say and have a voice and have a mouth.
Like he does.
Like he did.
Yeah,
like he did. He was controlling things. You know, he was doing the Sky thing with, you know, Ashley.
Your boy.
And now look,
he was a shot caller.
He was a shot caller.
Yeah.
And now look, he's just ruined it. He's just ruined it.
And let me just qualify something for all you guys who might think, well, it's only allegations, nothing's been proven. So The Guardian, as we've always said, are a very reputable paper in the UK. Very reputable. I've had experience with The Guardian. When The Guardian prints a story, they investigate the hell out of it, right? Now, you're very privy to this.
Yeah.
So, as you all know, I used to be a professional boxer. You know, I tested positive for performance enhancing drugs. Anyway, cut long story short, I took UK anti-doping to court because they owed me money. They were alleging not. And The Guardian got whiff of this story. And they wanted my side of things. And when I told them my side of things, they thought, this doesn't sound... basically, if we write the story how you tell it, and it's not right, we're getting sued. So you're going to have to show us some sort of proof that what you're saying is true. So I had to send them a whole heap of papers that basically outlined, some papers I wasn't even supposed to send, that outlined everything. When they saw that, they were like, okay, we are clear to print this because this is the truth now. So UK anti-doping cannot come back to us and say, oh, this is wrong, that's hearsay, that's that. We're going to sue you and sue Larry. Didn't happen. And in the end, they ended up giving me my money as well.
You're suing my fist.
So it just goes to show the lengths that The Guardian will go to get the evidence to print their story. So with that being said, The Guardian went on a year's investigation on this story.
Oh, did they?
They did. They mentioned that.
They went deep. They went deep.
The Guardian don't mess about.
Deep.
So they investigated it. They spoke to all the relevant people, and they concluded that yes, these allegations were true. And so I have no qualms in believing what they say.
Listen, I don't need none of that. I tell you why. Because if you make an allegation about me, I am not going away.
Right.
I'm not going to disappear.
No.
I'm going to say, bring them here now.
You bring the world and its mother
in the right.
If you're in the right.
Yeah. You bring the world and its mother to my front door, and I will tell everyone.
Right. Everybody come to my house.
Yeah.
I live at 21 Acacia Avenue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Bring whoever you want to bring.
Yeah.
And show me any evidence.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
But the way he's just gone into obscurity in the dark, and he's walking down the street going to pick up his milk like this.
Yeah.
Bro, that's why I say I don't need the Guardian.
Yeah.
Your behaviour tells me everything.
Well,
I'm not going anywhere.
When the story got put out there, what's the first thing Jason Mazza, who's his partner at that production company, did? And we spoke about this. He phoned all these girls, a lot of the girls that they interviewed for that story. He phoned them and said, "Was it you? Was it you that told them? Was it you that told them?" That's guilty behavior. Because if you didn't do anything, you wouldn't know who to phone.
Like I would say to you, don't matter who they phone, bro. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're here, I'll be like, I ain't phoning no one for you, blood. You made your own bed. You know? I can back a lot of things, but I will not back any type of exploitation in any way.
Especially with females.
Yeah.
Especially with females. You know,
Females,
or
children,
males.
but I mean,
exploitation at all.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Any way,
But
shape, or
I
form.
think females in the acting industry are especially vulnerable. We know that. There's been a history of this. I mean, Weinstein is another one.
Poor old Terry Crews. Look what happened to him.
Yeah, well,
You know?
he's big enough and to look after himself. So anyway, Damien, what do you think about all of this,
You know,
including the documentary being made?
I didn't even speak on it.
First
Yeah,
off,
we'll get you to speak on it.
First off, I'm just imagining like waking up one morning if I'm Noel Clarke and we're like, ring, okay, what up? I'm awake. You're doing what? What? Open your curtain. There's the world and the media that it's not going away, is it? So like, he lost
This morning.
he lost about 50 stone on the toilet that morning when he woke up and read that.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. And as to Leon's point, being a true, you deserve to lose that amount of weight on the toilet. Because to Leon's point, like and I've been going through something personally, I won't go into it, but for the last 4 years, nearly 4 years now, I will bring literally God as my witness to my door. I don't care if I've got to hunt down dead bodies and dig them up and reincarnate them and have a discussion with them. It's happening. I am arguing it until I am 95 on my deathbed and you bring me every bit of information you can. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
I go to every platform, every
I don't
interview.
care. I do not care.
I
And
won't.
I'm not going anywhere. Let's
Yeah.
put that right now.
Yeah.
So the fact that he has not come out and vehemently done it. The same thing what Josh Whedon recently didn't come out in the best way, but that's for another day. But he hasn't come out and vehemently denied this and gone, I will take this to court and I will battle it to the nines.
Well, he did come out and denied it after how many days?
I'm talking about this statement thing.
The statement is
The
like
statements are rubbish.
yeah. The statement
Come out and show your big face.
Yeah. Like
It does your hairline.
Well, again, I say to you that if he was innocent, he would have sued the Guardian. Because that is something, we all know, that's something that can be done. And he's got enough money to do that.
Yeah.
So if the Guardian, this is why I said I clarify that the Guardian don't mess about when it comes to these sort of stories.
They're taking enough L's along the way.
Yeah, they investigate the hell out of it to make sure that they're in the right side so that they don't get sued. And then they publish the story. I can't speak on every paper, but I know the Guardian because I've had experience with them. So this is why I know that. Sorry.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When it initially came out, I didn't want to believe it. I was like, Clarke for me, as Liam pointed out, he was a figurehead or a period in the industry. Like he was being able to open doors for other people that weren't having those doors open for him because of the position that he put in.
Well, speaking of which, he opened the door for one of our friends, didn't he? We won't tarnish his name by speaking about it.
And a lot of people I've met for years in the industry have always spoke positive of him. So when it first came out initially, I was like, I don't want to believe it. And I even called Ball in it. I was like, because there was a few actors, like when Morgan Freeman got pulled out and said, Morgan Freeman's on set and he's conducting.
But everyone saw that for what it was. That was nonsense. Because they even showed the video where he was supposed to have said something.
Yeah, and that was like
nonsense.
There was nothing to it at all.
Yeah.
So initially I called Ball in it, but then as more and more has come out and as he's skirted around things and released statements like this, I'm like, I don't have anything to support you having not done it. And I hate to say it, but I'm like, dude, like you haven't done yourself favours. And if you have done it, then you deserve what is going to come into you. I'm sorry. But, well, I'm not sorry. But if you have done it, that's coming to you. I mean, I still hope for a while that he hadn't done it and that there was someone in the industry who had the guns out for him and was trying every way, shape or form to basically get him out of the industry in some way, shape or form. But now I'm like, I don't think there's anything but the fact that it's happened. And it's hard to say it, but...
No, I mean, listen, he's ended up being the British Weinstein here. I mean... You know, because
no Weinstein.
Because what people have to remember is it wasn't one, it wasn't two, it wasn't three.
It's a bag of them.
It wasn't four. It wasn't 5. 20 different girls came forward. And that's just the 20 that the Guardian managed to get.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was more than that.
But there's always going to be, isn't there?
And that's the girls. Deacon came out and said something. I thought Deacon was his boy.
Right.
Deacon came out and was like, nope.
Bro,
All true.
thank
Yeah.
you for reminding
And
me of that. 'cause I almost
And
forgot.
Deacon disappeared quickly. Like he was for me after he did Kidulthood. I was like, that boy's career is going somewhere.
Yeah.
He held the film.
He was the film.
Yeah,
Adam Deacon was the film.
That moment in the calf where he's like, I'm gonna punch. Oh, I was like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
captivated
yeah,
right there.
He was the
Yeah.
film.
So
And Noel killed him.
like when I heard that, I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Noel got him sectioned. Remember that he you know, he affected his mental health that much, and then he got him blacklisted
Disgusting.
for bullying him, but making it look like it was the other way around.
Yeah.
And then now with everything that's come out,
Yeah.
Adam Deacon's like, see, told you.
I told you.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm glad everyone's now back on Adam Deacon's side, but it's a bit too late because he's lost time in his career.
Yeah.
Time he can't get back.
yeah.
And he's
You know
had to
what I
go
mean?
through an ordeal.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
not at all. Not at all. I mean, you hear about what happens in these hospitals. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So yeah, I think it's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up, bro. I mean, do you have anything to speak about that with Adam Deacon and?
No, I think Adam just needs his time to shine.
Which he's got some other hood coming up now.
Something like that, yeah. He just deserves his time.
Yeah.
He deserves to be calling some shots.
Yeah, 100%,
So, like,
100%.
I just
And no,
positive.
you deserve everything
You
that's coming
deserve
to you.
Jangalang.
I
Jangalang.
mean, don't get me wrong. Look, if it comes out and out of some random,
No,
thing,
that's not
No,
gonna
I'm
happen.
just saying, if it was to, I'll eat humble pie, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm sorry for
You're
what I
not
just
gonna-
said.
you're not gonna
But
have to
I
eat
don't
no
think I'm gonna.
pie, blood.
I don't think I'm gonna have to eat.
You're not
no
gonna
pie.
eat no pie. Let me, like I said, it goes back to this. I would go on every platform available.
yeah.
Like I'm Noel Clarke.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
I
ring you
didn't
up.
do this
Can I
shit.
come on your show?
Yeah, I didn't do this.
I
shit.
didn't do this.
You know what I mean?
And I'm going to tell you why I didn't
Right.
do it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you evidence I didn't do it.
And I'm gonna bring my evidence
Yeah.
in briefcases.
But he went to the cave
Yeah.
and hid in the dark,
And got his mate to try and phone up and find out wild one and what. And
intimidating witnesses.
Right.
That's what that is pretty much.
And let's again, I say this for effect, but when you've got 20 different
I
people
know.
coming up
That's-
saying the
I
same
know.
thing, come on, man. No, they're not all lying now. You know, they didn't all
One-
get together and corroborate their
One
stories.
can be like you linked her and she took it wrong. Two at a push.
At a
At a
push.
push. 21.
Three.
Three. You just must be
Yeah.
Romeo.
Yeah.
But 21. So
Yeah. So
dirty bumbo. 21.
you know
a
what
wrap.
I mean? It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's
So,
not just smoke. It's fire.
Yeah.
It's not where there's smoke. There's fire because
They
there's
did,
only fire.
They did make at the end of this Variety article. They did make a point of saying that Noel Clarke would not be getting any remuneration for this documentary if it's going ahead. So obviously, because you know that how can he then profit from his crime? You know, because let's be honest, the police are not going to investigate it because it's probably past the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's probably not gonna, and the level of evidence you need to pursue a criminal case is probably a lot more than what they have. Even though what they have is enough to say he did it, but if in a criminal case, you need a lot more. So
what happens now then? For Noel,
I think
He just
for
has to
now
live in the darkness.
he just has to live with being blacklisted forever. I feel, you know what I mean.
he's gonna have to script write and send it out as Leon
Joe Blogs.
Leon Dark. His name backwards and Dark.
I feel sorry for your boy because Leon knows Ashley Walters, who co-starred with Noel Clarke on Bulletproof, and I feel a little bit sorry for him in the sense that, you know, the show that he co-created with him is now gone kaput just because of his behavior. Which then also, you know, while Ashley Walters won't starve because he's doing really well for himself, the rest of the cast and crew,
Actually, I'll do it.
you know, potentially might starve. You
Yeah.
know, you've cost them a living. You know, so, but yeah,
I can do no Clark. Look, my hairline's just a tiny bit better than his.
The
And his
original,
is terrible,
the original
you know.
Bulletproof is Adam Sandler and Damien Wayans. Why?
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing it.
Oh,
I'll do
yeah,
it. I'll do it.
yeah,
I'll do it.
yeah,
I'll do
yeah.
it. I'll
For
do
real,
it.
for
I'll do
real.
it.
For real. But anyway, let us
Anyway,
know
what do you think.
what you think about this story, what you think about Noel Clarke, and do you think he's innocent? Do you think he's guilty? Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments down below.